Warpugs. So, we are back into the epic Animatic, and this is Keep Your Friends Close. Now, the animator for this one is Gigi, again. And I've got to say, it's been a little bit since we've seen anything from them. I'm kind of eager to see where they pick everything up. And the War Crime Cat is wandering about in the background. Well, hey. Guys, this series has been amazing. We are almost back to where we started midway through, because that was the one that I had submitted to my inbox first. Oh my god. Anyhow, Warpugs, let's get into this. Keep your friends close, and thank you so much for everybody's comments about, you know, because I have gotten kind of philosophical about this, but yeah, shutting up, let's go.
Great wind god Aeolus, I don't know if you know this, but our path to home is blocked by an impenetrable storm. I ask for your assistance so we at last can go the distance. Can you cast the perfect winds for us and aid our journey home?
Ha ha ha! I am the wind, twisting and turning. I give the fire enough to stay burning. Let's play a game.
A game?
That's what I'm serving. And if you win, you will get what you're yearning.
Deal.
Take a look right here at this bag. It has the winds of the storm all trapped. All you gotta do is not open this bag.
Sounds too easy, what's the catch?
Ha ha ha! Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Never really know who you can trust. If they wanna get the bag open, you gotta say no, sir. Sometimes killing is a must.
What?
Cause the end always justifies the means. Friends turn to foes in rivalry. So keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Never really know who you can trust. Never really know who you can trust.
Captain, what's happening? What's trapped in that bag? Something dangerous, friends, we mustn't lag.
It's treasure.
What?
Bye-bye.
Open the bag! Let's see what you got. No, do not! Everybody listen closely. See how this bag is closed? That's how it's supposed to be. This bag has the storm inside. We cannot let the treasure rumor fly. We'll try.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Never really know who you can trust.
Now I wanna get the bag open so they can have closure.
Sometimes sneaking is a must.
Cause the end always justifies the means.
Everything's changed since politics, so
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
never really know who you can trust.
Really know who you can trust.
For 9 days I've stayed wide awake, trying to make it home with no storm or tidal wave. I remain unopposed, the bag is still closed, and I'm getting closer to you. I can't wait to make some new memories. Time for me to be the father I never was. Just keep your eyes open. Why are my eyes and my heart and my soul so heavy?
Just keep your eyes open.
I keep on trying to embrace you both. Why won't you let me?
Just keep your eyes open.
So much has changed, but I'm the same. Yes, I'm the same.
Just keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes open.
Wake up. Wake up! Odysseus, they're opening the bag! Wake up!
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Where's the storm taking us?
I said to keep the bag closed, but you weren't compliant. If I had to guess, you're headed to the land of the giants.
Oh.
Help me close the bag! But sir, it's too late! We can save whatever wind is left to use another day! Come on!
Too bad.
Oh, Odysseus! who I am.
The Greek gods were known to be fickle, cruel, capricious. They were known to be all of these things, and nothing says it better than her. Nothing. It's obvious she's a trickster. It's obvious she's playing a game. It's obviously she's doing this with the express purpose of just testing for little to no reason. And the Greek gods often made mockeries of the mortals under, who, even the ones who worship them, and did it just for the sake of doing it. And this is one of those examples. The goddess of wind here, made sure to put Odysseus in a situation where he would have to contend with the greed of his crew. And even though he told them what was inside of it, didn't matter. Didn't matter. The sheer fact that these two little things popped up and said that it was treasure, it was all that anyone needed to know. And the thing about it is, this is something that, myth aside, you can definitely see happening. The ship's captain goes up and goes to this strange land, comes back with a bag that they refuse to open. Why won't you show us what's inside of it? What are you hiding? So you can blame the crew if you'd like. You can blame the crew for not trusting him. You can blame him for not being persuasive enough to make them understand that this is not something that they want to unleash. But at the end of the day, this comes down to greed. It comes down to greed, curiosity. It comes down to all those things. And at the end of the day, the bag being opened, it's what she intended all along. It's what she intended all along. We're just going to do this for the spite of it, for the fun of it. This is how a lot of the gods operated in Greek mythology. It's like, we're just going to do things because we know that there's nothing that they can do back to us. Warpugs. One of my favorite lines from Epic Rap Battles of History is how, like, when Thor said that the Greek pantheon was like the clash of the douches, because there is no finer example than this right here. She set him up for failure, and when he did inevitably fail, he stayed up for 9 days, which is actually something that the human body is capable of. But when you do stay up for 9 days, it has some marked mental effects, visual, auditory hallucinations, things like that. I mean, you're going to be in it. You're going to be in it if you've been up for that long. I think the longest time, I was a terrible insomniac when I got out of the military. The longest I ever was up for was about 8.5 days. And when I went to the, I had gone to the clinic at 3, 5, and then finally 8 days, wide awake at day 8, completely unable to fall asleep, and they gave me a horse pill of a tranquilizer and told me, when you take it, go get in the bed. I took it, looked around, nothing was happening. Got kind of irritated because, fine, whatever, I'm not going to I'm just, you know, it's not going to work. I'm going to be up. I can't go to sleep. And I went and popped myself some popcorn. I was like, I'm gonna go sit down. I'm gonna sit down I'm gonna sit down on the sofa and watch a movie, and that's what I'm gonna do. And after the popcorn bag finished popping, I got it out of the microwave and started walking towards the couch. And when I got halfway there, I was like, man, the ground looks inviting. And I laid down right there and I went to sleep for 12 hours. It was interesting to say the least when my brother came home, because I was living with him at the time right after I got out of the military. He came home from his job, found me on the floor, helped me get into bed, and I slept another 8 hours past that. I've had bouts of insomnia over the years. Terrible bouts of insomnia, but none as bad as that first time. None as bad as that first time. I think the longest I've ever been unable to lay down and go to sleep, and I mean flat out no sleep, no naps, no nothing, just cannot sleep, has been 3 days in the last, like, 3 days continuous in the past, like, 2.5 years. And I was up for 3 days, and then I laid down, and I was able to sleep. I'm glad I don't go through that anymore, because one thing, when you have all the time in the world, the biggest problem for me with insomnia, I don't know why I'm off on this tangent, but it was the fact that I had just gotten into the military and I was so used to a military speed, military life. And I got out, and that's when the recession hit in 2008. And I went from having stuff to do all the time to having nothing to do all the time. So there was no place for my brain to escape to. Nothing to focus on. No tasks to, you know, push myself towards. Enough of my tangent, Warpugs. Enough of that. Thank you guys for watching this with me. She was a prick. That is all I have to say about that. And this is how we end up at Ruthlessness. Now, I'm going to watch another version of Ruthlessness just to keep the story together in my playlist, but Ruthlessness was the first way that first thing that I saw from this playlist, from this saga, and I'm going to enjoy it for a second time. Thank you guys for joining me. All of Gigi's links are in the description down below. I highly recommend that you check out this channel if you are just following this along with me. I am going to be interested to see what comes next. I've seen this from Gigi's perspective. I'm going to be watching it from another perspective. Thank you guys for joining me on this. Join the channel for membership, Patreon, merch, all down below. I'll catch you guys next time.